Speaker, we seem to be in a very unique situation here. Because for the first time since my coming to this house, I have seen an issue being raised over a bill at the first reading stage. It is indeed unprecedented. But of course, difficult times call for sometimes extraordinary measures. Mr. Speaker, if I got Honorable Kagiri well, she seems to imply that the bill offends the Constitution, okay, which would be a very serious matter. I have had a chance to look at the report of JLAC that furthered this bill for further processing. And I've also had a chance to discuss with Honorable Masara, because he came to my office upon the publication of this bill to only seek my support, but also to urge me to rally members to support it. But I've since read the report of the JLAC committee, and I've only noted that there's only one opposing view, that of the Honorable Otiende, Amolo, if I'm not wrong. Okay? Mr. Speaker, under the circumstances, it may call that instead of us throwing away the bill outrightly in the manner suggested by Honorable Kagiri, and without having given Honorable Masara a chance to speak on this, it may call for you to give a considered ruling on this matter, especially bearing in mind the issues being raised by Honorable Kagiri, the past practice in this house, the practice of this house, and indeed the fact that it takes quite a long time for a bill to mature, sometimes even 2 years, 3 years. So you need to take into consideration all these factors as you make your ruling. If you asked me, and I may be wrong, I would have wanted this bill to be subjected to public participation so that the public can also air their views on it. Bearing in mind, of course, that if this House passes a bill which is contrary to the Constitution, courts can still annul it. Okay? But I think, Mr. Speaker, the onus is on you, and I'm sure you'll give us a ruling. Thank you.
Senior Counsel Otiende.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Short comments.
Mr. Speaker, I'm afraid I agree with the interjection.
Oh.
I was a member of JLAC and I still am. I duly considered the bill, and the Honorable Masara is my very good friend. We've even discussed this matter. But I'm afraid that for reasons stated on the face of the report, I would agree that the bill would be unconstitutional. But the Honorable Speaker, I would suggest that this is an area where you might exercise your discretion. Because if you give a considered ruling, then that's the end of the matter. It is possible that the Honorable Masara might reconsider the bill in certain respects. And I'd have suggested that rather than kill it in its current form, you refer it back to the committee to re-engage with the Honorable Masara, and I'm personally happy to point out, and I've done it to him, to what extent it is, so that if it can be salvaged, it could be salvaged. But if it cannot, then it dies its natural death.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Majority Leader, I will limit debate on this. He will be the last.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and let me thank the Honorable Jane Kagiri for raising that constitutional matter. And from the face of it, Honorable Speaker, it's clear that this bill will go contrary to the provisions of Article 45 of the Constitution. And Honorable Speaker, the other issue I would have, and probably this may not be the forum, we should do this in the liaison committee, is how this bill even found its way to plenary. Because in my considered view, Honorable Speaker, this is a bill that should never have gone through the committee, past the committee.